I'd have to say that my body clock is working well with me. As a matter of fact, it didn't nudge me until about 4:20 this morning.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't always happen like that. You know what? Good morning, by the way, Bridge Nation. Good morning to our peeps right here in the studio. What's up, Shellz?
Boy, my dad. Blessings, Bridge Nation. How you doing?
What's up, Jody?
I'm here giving thanks, man. Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Try to compete with them on the voice. What, brother? What, Bridge Nation?
Yeah.
DJ Adler there.
Yes, man.
You know, we're hearing that people are now complaining about night noise already.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm hearing persons are now beginning to complain about night noise.
That's right.
We haven't had that problem for a long time.
Jamaica's back.
Place open up and police are get called now all 12 o'clock. Hey, who are going down the road, officer? Come sort it out for me, please.
Or if them uptown, can you please send the units?
You ever heard of those situations?
Yes, I have.
Let me tell you, man. Oh, boy.
I honestly don't think that the police remember.
What that's kind of report.
What are you talking about?
And, good morning to the security forces. Good morning to Bridge Nation here in Jamaica and around the world. It's a Tuesday morning and we're here to get you up, to get you fed, get you dressed and out to work, school or play. This is Up and Go and you are, in fact, on the Bridge 99 FM. And it's now time for
What the Fact?
WTF, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Oranges aren't naturally occurring fruits. I did not know that. Oranges may be an iconic fruit, but they are not a naturally occurring one, as the Telegraph points out. Well, here are the facts. Oranges are a hybrid of tangerines and pomelos, also known as Chinese grapefruit, and they were originally green, not well, orange. Oranges are a subtropical fruit, but now they exist in more temperate climates. They lose their chlorophyll-induced green and become their more familiar color when the weather warms up.
Look at that.
Transform.
So oranges, as you know, is actually a hybrid.
Yeah.
Of two other fruits.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wait,
See it up on the screen.
what is a copy?
Eh?
Orange is a copy.
A hybrid. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A fusion of two fruits, so we don't know nothing about.
Me never know that.
That's why it's WTF.
Yeah. Wow. Those are the kinds of facts that we share with you right here inside of WTF. What the fact? You learned something about the oranges. I had a slice in my fruit plate this morning.
Yeah.
And I'm now finding out more about it. I don't know if you guys are aware, but a lot of people look forward to this segment every morning.
Nice.
And I do get a lot of responses and comments when I go into the streets about it.
Nice.
So it's update. We look at popular, current topical issues,
Yes, sir.
and we give you the very latest that we have on them. They're usually a minimum of 3 stories, and Jody has the first one as usual. So let's get to it.
That's right. Good morning, Bridge Nation. So my update this morning. Ika Mouse pleased with 25% share in Shaggy's Me No Know. All right, at this point, Ika Mouse, I forgot to make up your mind. We're really gone. So veteran dancehall singer Ika Mouse says he is pleased with the 25% share in royalties that will come from Shaggy's Me No Know, which interpolated lyrics from his 1981 hit song What of Them. So he's saying 25% is okay, that can work. His actual words, it is like 25% out of every dollar. It's cool, but the fact remains that they should have said watch here, just call Ika Mouse first. So apparently they did not call him first. They thought, I don't know. Ika Mouse told Dancehall magazine, and he's like, Shaggy's representative have confirmed that Me No Know was properly cleared through Will Adams with Wise Music on behalf of Embassy Music, Ika's publisher, in September 2021, and will advance of the release. And got an advance on the release of Me No Know on March 18. So he thanked this publication for its previous report and contended that if he hadn't spoken out, nobody would have said anything to him about this song.
Nice. Okay. Well, we'll stick it with entertainment.
What do them?
I don't know. Me no know. But I don't know if it's because of my feature Pause for a Cause, but I really love the idea of people giving back to the youths. You understand me? And especially when the energy is coming from entertainers. And this time I just want to big up Scatter Burrell, isn't it? So producer Scatter Burrell calls for more public figures to assist Jamaica's youth. Now, music producer Cordell Scatter Burrell has called for more public figures in entertainment and other spheres to help in supporting and uplifting Jamaica's youth. Scatter made his statements following a visit he made to the often volatile inner city community of Rosetown in Kingston on Thursday to give support to the Rosetown Foundation, a charitable organization that operates there. He said, and I quote, "Was a pleasure visiting the Rosetown Foundation for Children yesterday. There's so much we as public figures need to do to assist with the molding of the youth coming up. Made a small donation of soccer balls, footballs, footballs and jerseys, and I only wish I could have done more." Scatter wrote this on a post of photos of himself with young footballers from the community. He went on to say, "Effective change in our society starts with the young, and I hope to find time to continue to support these entities while imploring others to do the same. Hashtag we rise by lifting others."
Yep.
So it's a good look. Big up,
Yeah,
Scatter,
man.
man.
Yeah, certainly. Big up, Scatter.
Yeah.
We have a story just to give you some details on the funeral service for the late Denroy Morgan. And it's over 2 days. Of course, he died on the 4th of March. He's the patriarch of the Morgan family, father to the members of Morgan Heritage and another group in the family, LMS. And he has had, he has a number of children, 30 odd, I think. He leaves also 104 grandchildren and 104 and 15 great grandchildren. And he passed recently. The program will see on the first day, April 8th. His body will be available for viewing at the National Indoor Sports Center here in Kingston from 11 o'clock until 1 p.m. And followed by a service, a funeral service with opening prayers by the Ethiopian Orthodox Coptic Church. Our Prime Minister will be giving remarks, and there are some pre-recorded messages from some friends, and Minister Babsy Grange, or Minister of Entertainment and Culture, will give the closing remarks. They say a part of the funeral will feature a celebration of the life of Mr. Morgan, and there will be a number of musical presentations, the Nyabingi drummers and live band on track, and performances by a number of industry friends will take place. After that, the singer will be taken to Perry's funeral home until his interment on the 9th of April, and that will be at in Morant Bay, St. Thomas.
Yes.
So, and they'll also be having a motorcade from the funeral home with stops in Spanish Town Square, heading over then to the 12 Tribes of Israel HQ on Hope Road, and he's a former member of that grouping.
Yes.
And then, of course, interment will take place in Morant Bay, St. Thomas. So it's really over 2 days, and he's being given a funeral similar to what top officials would actually get in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Well,
Rest in peace. Condolences to the family. And that is how we wrap up Update at this time. Time now for our proverb of the day.
Was sweet in goat mouth, sour in a bam bam.
More time.
Was sweet in goat mouth, sour in a bam bam.
Was sweet in goat mouth, sour in a bam bam.
You want a bomb bomb?
You wanna run with the big boys? You wanna run kitty kitty with Woo! When I saw it, I was like, there's no way I'm not going to put this proverb of the day here. Shellz, what do you think this proverb means?
I'm going to need some context, because this sound like me after spicy food. Yeah, man, go to the Bridge Nation with the spicy food.
Oh my God.
It's nice when it just like go in, but
Oh my Lord, I just want to apologize to our listeners.
Somebody gets it. Somebody gets it.
Let me, I walked right into that one. So the meaning of that
No, the other meaning of that.
Well, the other meaning to a sweet in goat mouth, sour in bambam. It means it may seem nice now, but you will pay the consequences later.
Exactly. Spicy food.
6 hours, half a dozen.
Oh boy.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that was our proverb of the day this
That's a good one.
morning.
That's a good one.
But it's a good one, and it makes sense. Either Whatever
Well,
meaning
people are,
you
yeah,
want
that's
to
true,
take,
that's true, yeah.
you can run with it this morning. So we head straight into our pet peeve. Pet peeves are things that others do that you might find annoying, irritating, or even upsetting. And we have a listener who is going to share her pet peeve with us.
Time now for our proverb of the day.
Was sweet in goat mouth, sour in the bam bam.
More time.
Was sweet in goat mouth, sour in the bam bam.
Was sweet in goat mouth, sour in the bam bam.
You want a bomb bomb?
You wanna run with the big boys? You wanna run kitty kitty with Woo! When I saw it, I was like, there's no way I'm not going to put this proverb of the day here. Shellz, what do you think this proverb means?
I'm going to need some context, because this sound like me after spicy food. Yeah, man, no go to the Bridge Nation. The spicy food.
Oh my God.
It's nice when it just go in, but
Oh my Lord, I just want to apologize to our listeners.
Somebody gets it. Somebody gets it.
Let me, I walked right into that one. So the meaning of that.
No, the other meaning of that.
Well, the other meaning to a sweet in goat mouth, sour in him bam bam. It means it may seem nice now, but you will pay the consequences later.
Exactly. Spicy food.
6 hours, half a dozen.
Oh boy.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that was our proverb of the day this
That's a good
morning.
one. That's a good one.
But it's a good one and it makes sense. Either whichever
Well,
meaning
people are,
you
yeah,
want
that's
to
true,
take,
that's true, yeah.
you can run with it this morning. So we head straight into our pet peeve. Pet peeves are things that others do that you might find annoying, irritating, or even upsetting. And we have a listener who is going to share her pet peeve with us.
Let's hear it.
Thing people ever do to annoy me, good morning, is when I'm at my house playing my radio on Bridge. I found the station Bridge. And at least I am Belty from Third World Waterford. I used to listen to Sun City Radio a lot, and then I switched to this station. I was searching for the radio, at least Sun City station, and then I found this station playing some nice music, so I just stick to it, and I understand that the name is Bridge. So the worst thing happened to me when I was at my house playing my radio, playing Bridge, playing some nice music, and a neighbor get up in an argument with me, say me I throw out Panara. When is the station playing? How can I throw out on somebody when is the radio playing? That is so annoying, nagging, disturbing, and mischievous, because is the radio playing?
Yeah.
So I think I heard Bentley and I think one of us heard Darcy, but either way, I just want to say thank you so much for that pet peeve this morning.
Big up Waterford.
Big up Waterford.
I wonder how that ended.
So the thing is, in a Bridge Nation, Richie Jojo, oddly, there are too many grey areas there. I don't want to believe that the neighbor just get up and just slide tackle you. You understand? Because I've been in a Portmore regular that going, Me and my virgin them, whenever a neighbor want to fight we out, we play a little music. We say, alright, we'll listen to you. And then the very next June, I remember one time we go play the Was. Not lock off the sound. Yeah. Say, so I'm wondering to our friend over there in Waterford, maybe it was an argument they had previously, probably the day before. And then the neighbor just find, ironically, start playing. I want to do them. Well,
it wasn't her playing. She woke up on the Bridge 99 FM, and it so happened that maybe a specific song was playing on the Bridge. So she's just like...
And we are looking forward to having a conversation at this time with Mr. Keith Wellington. He's the president of the Intersecondary School Sports Association, ISSA. And we're going to be talking about the ISSA GraceKennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championships, Champs, which starts today. And many people are excited to see the return of Champs. Mr. Keith Wellington is our guest. Good morning, Keith. How are you today?
Morning, Mr. Wellington.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. It's a very important day in your life and in the life of the nation. Athletics returns to the National Stadium, and the Boys and Girls Athletics Championships gets underway today. How excited are you about this development?
I'm a little bit too tired to be excited with you, but I'm looking forward to the day.
Yes. What can you tell us about the preparations now? How prepared are you?
Well, I think we're ready. We're ready. We have put in a lot of work, a lot of planning, despite having to make changes as we go along, especially earlier when we were planning for the event with the possibility of having these restrictions under the DRMA, and then having to make adjustments because we were given a little bit more latitude. But I think all is well.
All right. You are in fact allowed to have the majority of the seats taken at the stadium. What numbers are you looking at?
Well, you know, the stadium have a capacity of somewhere over 28,500. I think somewhere between that and, depending on who you see, maybe 30,000. So we are allowed a maximum of 70% of that capacity. They're going to come out a little under that. We have decided to take 3,500 persons into the grandstand. That's from a capacity of about 5,400. While for the bleachers, we will go with 16,500 each day, excepting today when we will not open the bleachers.
Okay.
Yeah, morning, Mr. Wellington. Shellz here. Proud KC old boy. Just had to put that in there. You mentioned that it cost. you mentioned that it cost about 30% more to have this year's, champs, but decided not to raise the ticket prices. How will this decision affect ISSA? Will it affect ISSA's revenue in any way?
No, well, that's not absolutely true. We have raised some of the prices. The marquee ticket at the Saturday grandstand, we have not raised that price, but we have raised the prices for various other tickets. We are hoping that the increase in cost will not prevent patrons from attending, and that we will be able to get reasonably good crowds on more days than we normally do, and so that will help to offset the cost. I think most persons recognize that for times we have two really good days, Friday and Saturday. This year we are hoping that we will have at least 3 really good days, and so that will balance back out for us.
I have to put this in here now, Mr. Wellington. We have noticed a lot of increase in violence taking place in our schools. Can you say to the nation this morning what are some of the measures that you have in fact taken to avoid any major fights and bad behavior taking place during the championships?
Well, Richie, we always pride ourselves in trying to make camps a safe environment. We think it's a family event. Although we organize during noon our children in line, we understand it's a family event and various age groups are in attendance. And because it's a event for young people, we have to be extremely careful with our plans. So we have maintained all the measures we would normally have in terms of search, prohibition of certain types of items, monitoring not just inside the stadium but around and along the route to the stadium. All of those are in place. And just to say as well that the violence that we are seeing in school, I don't know that as principals, as school leaders, we are absolutely surprised, because we would recognize that the 2 years that the kids were out of school could have really set them back in terms of their socialization. Many persons don't realize the importance of school for our children, not just in terms of not in terms of exams, but things like champs, the socializing activities that helps to teach them how to live with other persons. That is what would have been missing, and we're happy that Champs is back, and Champs is going to provide another opportunity to help with that socialization. And therefore, we are banking on the fact that getting this opportunity will reduce any inclination that anyone has to perpetuate violence during this time.
What protocols will be maintained on the days of Champs as it relates to COVID-19?
Well, again, although it's not mandated, we are trying to ensure that there is some distance in practice right inside the grandstand as well as in the bleachers. So not only are we saying that we're not going to full capacity, So we are also going to encourage persons to, provide some space between themselves. We will continue our sanitization protocols in terms of ensuring that persons sanitize upon entry. Mask wearing is not mandated, but we will encourage all of this activity as well. Many of we will not be doing any testing, but we will, for the athletes, we are ensuring that they are being monitored right through pre-competition as well as during the competition in terms of temperature testing and all of that.
Okay. Let me just, I want to be sure that I heard you right. You said it's not mandatory to wear masks during the championships.
It's not mandatory, but we are encouraging it.
But you're encouraging it. All right. So there are some exciting events that I'm sure yourself and all of us are looking forward to. Yeah. What are some of those that might start even as early as today?
Well, I think all events that are on schedule are going to be exciting, but of course, I think one of the big points of discussion is the move to have the 100 meters run earlier during the championships. So we actually have the 100 meters meet today. So this is the finals and finals to come tomorrow. I think we also have sprint hurdles. I think today I don't have the schedule in front of me, but every day, each of the 5 days, we are going to have really, really good events also.
All right. Well, listen, we're all excited that Champs is back. What's your final parting shot for this morning to the nation?
Well, just to say that Champs is everybody's business. Everybody has a role to play in Champs, and I think that the patrons have an opportunity to prove to everyone that their role is just as important, and that they're going to come out and do what is expected of them in terms of making this a safe championship. I think Champs gives us the opportunity to prove that Jamaicans can manage the no restrictions that we have been given, and that if we come out, if we are able to come out, we can help all the other industries that have been clamoring for activities around the entertainment industry in particular. So let us come out and see the example and allow for a great championship.
And to your sponsors?
Extremely happy that Grace, who is celebrating its 100th anniversary, continues to be extremely supportive of us. The GraceKennedy group include First Global, Western Union, Lucas Mead. They have been really, really supportive. I think this year in particular, I think the impact of First Global, we partnered with us for our online ticketing system, which I think has gone really, really well, and it's here to stay. And just reminding patrons as well that tickets are available online. You can go online and see the tickets.
All right. Keith Wellington, great talking with you. All the best at the Champs, all right?
Blessings, sir.
Thanks so much.
All right, take care. That's Mr. Keith Wellington. He is the president of ISSA, the Intersecondary Schools Association. And Boys and Girls Champs gets on the way today. Holy competition, lots of excitement, and a lot to look forward to.
Let me tell you, that's unbelievable. After coming out of 2 years of
I love the point. I love the point that Mr. Wellington brought up, that socialization, how important it is for the youths, especially Champs. You know what I mean? Let's hope everybody does come out and have a good time.
Yeah, man.
Safely.
That is important. Telephone lines we go. First caller up. Good morning. You're on the air. Hello.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good.
Okay.
All right. First of yeah.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Richie here, man.
Okay. What's your name?
Chris.
All right, Chris.
Blessings, Chris.
You were about to say, first of all, what?
No, that thing slipped me. I was going to say, anyway, big up yourself, man.
All right.
Big up yourself, foundation.
Every time, brethren. I hope the answer that you had in mind has not slipped you, Chris.
Yeah, man, sir.
No, the answer has slipped me.
All right.
You want to know?
Yes.
The sound of my ear, it sound like when a shoemaker, you see? When I carry shoes, and like the top, when I use my top, it give me the make a armor, you know?
Oh, shoemaker.
Yeah.
Repairing shoes.
Yeah.
And he's
using... When he reach the eel, man, he use the top, the man, him come. So when he reach the last part, the sound go louder, you know? Because the final touch that.
Hey, Chris! He's an halfway tree.
Yep.
Let's do this! Chano.
Chano, okay.
Alright, big up Mr. Fears for me, you heard that?
Alright, cool. Yeah, man. Sorry, Chris. Let's move to our next caller. Good morning, you're on the air. Welcome to the Secret Sound Game. This is Up and Go on the Bridge. Hello.
Hi, morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Who are you speaking with?
Can I keep it confidential in case I'm wrong?
But suppose you win.
1 minute, I'll tell you my name.
All right, Miss Confidential.
Okay.
What's your answer?
It sounds like someone tapping on a hollow pipe.
Someone tapping on a hollow pipe.
On a pipe, yeah.
Richie? Well, a good thing I keep the name confidential because quack, quack, quack.
Okay.
Alright, thanks for playing.
Oh, boy. Next time she calls, we still don't know who it is. Anyway, thanks for trying and have a good day. Let's go to our next caller. Man, the phone lines are all loaded up. Good morning, you're on the air. This is the Bridge 99 FM. The Secret Sound Game is on. We want to get your answer. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. You have the answer for us?
Yes, I think it's a ping pong ball. It's bouncing on the floor.
She says she thinks it's a ping pong ball bouncing on the floor. Give us your name.
Goya.
Goya. Where are you calling from?
Vineyard Town, Kingston.
Kingston 3 representing. Her name is Goya. And this is the first time we're getting that answer.
Yeah.
A ping pong ball bouncing on the floor. For this sound... Goya,
Yes.
are you sticking with that answer?
Yes, I am.
Let me ask you
My
then-
son told me that answer, and I'm using that answer.
Who told you?
My son, my baby.
What's your baby's name?
Rafik.
Okay. Well, listen. Let me tell you something. You and your son must have put some work into this.
Yes, it is.
You deserve a reward.
That's right.
Timing is what's important.
That's right.
Will it be today? Or might it be another day? Let's hear it.
Quack, quack, quack.
Sorry, it's not a ping pong ball knocking on the floor. But big ups to yourself and your son. We love you. And I think we have enough time to take one more call. Good morning, you're on the air. This is a Secret Sound Game. Hello.
Blessings.
Good morning.
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 Yeah, how are you?
Not too
Good.
bad. How are you doing?
I guess I got this one this morning.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, nail it.
It's the sound of a excavator hammer hitting
What kind of
on a
hammer?
stone. An excavator hammer. That's the head of an excavator hammer.
Oh. And you say you guess you have it this morning.
Yeah.
You're confident. What's it?
Well, I'm telling you, it's that thing from that hammer there that hitting on a stone. It's a pin from that hammer.
Ah. Who's calling?
This is Everton.
Everton Stevenson. Where are you, Everton?
I'm in the parish of St. Anne.
St. Anne is where Everton resides and is calling us right now. And, Everton, your confidence is something, man.
Yep.
We're happy that you're so confident in your answer.
Yep.
Thank you for putting in the work. Thank you for calling in. And thank you again for listening. You know what?
Yep.
Quack, quack, quack.
Sorry, Everton. That's not the correct answer. We're out of time. Look at that. We extended it by somewhat, and we still didn't get a winner. People are really, trying at this one.
Yep.
We don't know the answer.
Not at all.
We're working at it as well. Producer now help.
So time for some hints to little Jojo. Unless I 2 months this one.
She's working on some clues.
Yeah, man. People that need some clues now.
As we bridge over to Bridge 99, Red and J Martin, and of course Richie B on the other side in Jamaica with
And
Shellz.
Shellz and Audley and Jody and the rest of the team.
Jody.
Yeah.
I know, where's Jody at? I can't even hear her.
She's on the
Hello,
phone. I
Jody.
think she's having a conversation with your producer at this time.
Nice, trying to figure some things out.
And she says, just give them a wave. So, hi.
Hi, morning. So we're talking Grammys.
Yeah, we're still talking Grammys, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but Jay.
Yes, sir.
Back to the point you made.
Yeah.
Were you as upset when they were announced as nominees, or it's just now that they won? Because I don't hear many people who were complaining that much when they were nominated.
I'm with you. I think they should be nominated. They have a body of work. I've been in the industry where there's music. I've gotten myself the Canadian version of a Juno Award, so I know what it's like to be nominated and what that does for your career.
Right.
I just feel that if you win, like, more people should know about you, especially in the genre of reggae. You understand what I mean? Like, reggae is a world-class music, and I understand they've done their part. I'm not saying they're not worthy of the Grammy. I just think if they won it, more people should know about them. That's all my point is.
Well, my point is this. A lot of us coming into the Grammys were looking for another Will Smith moment, the slap moment. Our industry got that. Yeah, we reggae lovers, we got the slap in the face because this is a wake-up call. Big up Soulja, and I love that they won. I love the fact that they won because we needed that wake-up call. Our artists are getting complacent, producers are getting complacent, all the gatekeepers are getting complacent. So wake up and make some good music. Simple as that.
And the voting. So now we know that we can vote. Now we're going to get it done.
Exactly.
Yes, I like
there
that.
it is. Simple.
Yeah, you got to change it.
Will never happen again.
What were you saying about take your Grammy and what?
Take your Grammy and Yami.
Say it again.
I move like you think of fish and bummy. Anyway.
I love it when you talk Jamaican.
There's my guy. There's Richie B. Welcome back.
Listen, the top 3 reggae albums on the iTunes Reggae Albums chart right now. Gifted by Coffee at number 3. Legend, the best of Bob Marley and the Wailers, remastered at number 2.
Of course.
And you guessed it, Beauty in the Silence, the recent winner at the Grammys by Soulja at number 1. Anything else you wanted to add on the Grammy issue before we go?
Best dress. So we posted pics at Flow 98.7 on Instagram and at Flow 98.7 FM. And it looks like all the ladies are leaning with Spice. They thought she was
a very
stunning
popular
on the red
choice.
carpet.
Oh, yeah.
In her red, kind of ensemble. It looked like flowers and petals, and you can check it out. But I thought Snow Allegra looked amazing as well. But a lot of the ladies said Spice, so it looks like she won.
I'm actually seeing Spice's name coming up on some sites as among the best dressed, and that's a good look. I really like when she had the red coating covering her, and then she just opened it up, and you saw a totally different picture.
You like that, huh? With the green hair.
I love how he puts that.
The way she opened up that coat.
Oh, yeah. It was quite something to behold.
Yeah. Try wearing that coat in Jamaica.
What yo? Jeez.
I remember it. Yeah, let me stop. I was going to say, I remember living in the Caribbean, and honestly, when, tall boots came in style, everybody would just rock them to the party. It is what it is, right? You got to do what you got to do for fashion.
You still wear them, don't you?
But I'm somewhere cold, so, definitely. But I remember when turtlenecks were in style and everybody was rocking them in Barbados. It was like, doesn't matter. The things you do for fashion, right?
Yes. Sweating at your dance.
And I've been to Bermuda maybe 15 times, and I've never worn a Bermuda short.
Wow. Shellz, you got to get him one. You got to get him one.
Which is quite fine.
Okay, listen, it was fun. Thanks for the active and lively conversation. And we hope that you guys go on to have a great day, and we catch up with you again on Friday morning. We'll do it all over again.
It's going to be a hot day.
Good to hear that.
Say less.
I know you guys are going to miss my birthday tomorrow. We have cake. We got all kinds of goodies. It would have been nice to have you.
So I wonder if we can do a link or something with you tomorrow for your birthday. Happy birthday when it comes, Red.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Red.
Thank you.
May be your best birthday yet.
I'm going to create excitement. Don't worry.
And I'm going to send you guys some video.
Oh, cool.
Right.
And wherever you are, we're going to find you tomorrow.
That's right.
Yes,
Some way, somehow.
right.
And we're actually going to have a birthday mix that Ritz is going to throw down. So he's going to post it on his IG as well at DJ Ritz. So be sure to check it out.
All right, wonderful. Have a great day tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yes, guys.
All
Be
right,
blessed.
Take care, guys.
All right,
Bless
you
up
guys.
every time. We're going to now move right into the segment that we've been telling you about all morning. We have with us Crystal Francis, but many of us would not have known her by that name. In fact, the world knows her as Skaii D Limit, and she's a Jamaican singer, songwriter. Just to delve a little bit in her past. As a child, she discovered her passion for singing. She sang lead in choirs, school events, and so on. Many competitions she entered, and I think many of them she also won. And she wants now to realize her dream as a full-fledged artist, and she's well on her way. She attended the Ethnomusicologist College of the Visual and Performing Arts, where she studied music, and we saw her singing away to some of the songs that we were playing earlier on. So we welcome you to the studios. Skaii D Limit, spelled Skaii D Limit. What's up, Sky?
Blessings, Sky.
So much for having me. Shelly, what's
What's
going
up?
on?
There, man.
The bridge. Thank you.
All right, welcome.
Thank you so much.
You were kind of almost surprised at the level of energy that we have at this hour of the morning, especially
full of vibe, full of energy. I love it.
Bearing in mind that we've been here from 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm going with the same thing.
Same levels.
Love it.
Same levels.
Yeah, man.
Love it. I mean, I listen to the bridge. It always, it's always like full of energy.
Ah,
Yes.
there you go.
Yeah.
And we're happy to have you once again.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your journey as an artist, though. What has it been like for you as a female in the industry?
Oh my God. I love music, I love music. And I mean, like, with any path that you choose, you're gonna have your difficulties, and you're gonna have your wins. It's like that, but it's something that you love, something that you're passionate about, you're not gonna ever stop. So my journey has been, up and down. I've had my wins, I've had my L's, but I'm not gonna lie, I've learned from all of it, and I use all of that to, put myself forward and to just help me on my journey. These experiences teach me a lot. So yeah.
You actually studied music at the Ethnomusicologist College of Visual and Performing Arts.
I did. I went to Ethnomusicologist for a year and a half. Unfortunately, I didn't get to finish. Okay. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I learned so much in that year and a half that it gave me enough knowledge about the music to go forward.
About the industry, or about your talent and unearthing your talent? I'm trying to get an idea as to what you'd have covered in that time that you spent there.
Not so much about the industry, but just theoretically, and just experience on the stage, and just learning music in general, just theoretically. Yeah, and I've had my first big experiences on the stage from Ethnomusicologist. So,
okay, cool.
Big up Ethnomusicologist same way, what I mean? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, now, Richie, I have the pleasure of following Sky on social media, and
I've been following for a while.
Yeah, and she's been putting in the work. You understand me? But what I've realized about you, Sky, is like nobody can box you in. It's like you almost have various styles of music. Like your talent knows no bounds. So I'm curious, what are your influences?
I grew up listening to artists like Mariah Carey, Christina Aguilera. So even though they're my singers, I grew up listening to them. I love Mariah Carey, but I listened to dancehall artists back in the day, like Beanie Man and Lady Saw. You know what I mean? So it's just those influences growing up. I realized that that's what I love. I love to sing and I love to DJ. So I fuse them, and it just come naturally like that. You see me? So when I write, when I'm putting on my music, it's always some DJ part of it, but either the hook or a verse, I'm singing. So it's a fusion. So I consider myself as a dancehall RnB artist.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't stop this though. You see me?
It doesn't?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. But I just want people to get used to me a little bit, and then I give them some more. You know what I mean?
That's fantastic. I mean, when you look at it, people like even Rihanna and Nicki Minaj are big international stars.
Oh, and Rihanna is my girl, Nicki Minaj. Yeah. So they are part of it too.
And they do a lot of that, the whole singing and going off into almost rapping as Nicki Minaj does well at, and so on. So that will serve you very, very well, I'm sure.
Yes.
Tell us about the recording side of your existence, though. We understand you've had some big collaborations. You've worked with some big names. Yeah. And tell us what's happening with you as far as a recording artist is concerned.
I started. I've been recording, you know what I mean, but my first release was in January 2020, right in the midst of COVID.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's my first first ever release. And from ever since then, I realized that people has been gravitating to my music. The first song that I released was called Take Me. And I realized the people them love it. Like, I was so nervous, you know what I mean? But I was very excited at the same time. And then when I saw that the people were gravitating to the music, I said like, yeah, you know, man, I'm ready to go forward. So I met my management now, like a few months after that, you know what I mean? And then I realized that he is so interested into the music, you know what I mean? He really loves my talent and wants to work. And I decided that, you know what, I'm going to take a chance and go ahead and work. And, you know, from ever since, it's just been non-stop work. I got a collab with iOctane. I got one with Ching Ching. And I've been putting out singles for myself, you know, which has been creating impact. I love the feeling. I love the vibes. I tell the radio stations have been supporting me. Big up the bridge. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's
Future look good.
Yeah, it look good. I'm not going to stop work. You know what I mean?
A good look.
I'm glad to know that you're encouraged like that and you're getting the support. You want to bring her in on another topical issue?
Yeah, we're going to look at trouble now in the sky.
Trouble?
You saw what go on the Grammys with the Love with Shellz Jo winning Best Reggae Album, right? A lot of topics coming up, a lot of discussion. But one of the things that hit me is that we think like a lot of our artists are getting complacent, not taking the music as seriously. First, so I want to know what you think about Shellz Jo winning, and do you agree with, you know, the fact that our artists aren't taking the reggae genre or even dancehall as seriously as they should?
That's funny because I saw somebody posted a picture saying congratulations to, you know, the persons who won.
Shellz Jo.
Yeah, and then I say like, it is so unfair that it's so unfair that our you know, our culture, you know, we are supposed to be getting this reggae, you know, but I mean, like, you know, it's somebody else from a different culture that's getting it. But it's not about, then I realize it's not necessarily about, you know, the just the culture. It's the streams, the numbers, the support, you know, the work that they're putting in, people who actually listen, people who, you know what I mean? So we need to put more work in, you know, you understand? We need to expand ourselves. We need to do more, you know what I mean? We don't have the numbers that they have, and numbers don't lie, right? Yeah, so I that. So, you know, as long as it's fair, you know what I mean? Because their numbers were great and people actually listen to them. So big up to them same way. You know what I mean?
You have a song entitled So Amazing, right? Is that your latest single?
That is... Yeah.
What can you tell us about it?
It is so amazing. It's a reggae song. It's produced by Global Beats Global Beats Studios. Actually, it's this. I had released another reggae song after it, but you know, we went ahead and I decided that okay, I'm gonna, you know, release some reggae projects with Global Beats, and we did, and I love it. It's just me showing my singing side. Okay. You know what I mean? It's sweet. It not have much DJ in there, whatever. You know, it's just me just showing my
singing talent.
My singing, yeah.
All right.
Sweet voice.
We're going to play that song, right? We have that? Yeah, we're going to play it in a moment's time, but I want to take the time. I have to ask you before you go, the name, the spelling, the whole thing there. It's a whole package. Skaii D Limit.
Yeah.
How did that name come about?
Yeah, that's true.
Boy, it's a good little story. I try to sum it up as, you know, short as possible. But I called myself Skaii from Ethnomusicologist because I started performing on stage. And I was like, me want to be artist, me want to have artist name. So, you know, my friend, she looked at me one day and she say, you know, I know exactly what your name is supposed to be. And she said, Skaii. I was like, wow. Perfect, because I just up where I go. You know what I mean? And then before COVID, I was working with a team of people. And I was in the studio one day recording, and the producer at the time, he just looked at me and he asked me, what is your Instagram name? And I said, Skaii the Real. And him said, no, Skaii the Limit. I said, backside. Perfect. So from
and then you moved on now to changing the spelling.
So so I changed the spelling multiple times. Yeah. Because I want to be different. I'm gonna want nobody searching my name and Wally sitting and pop up. I want to be exclusive.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah.
Skaii.
Yeah, I was using one I first, but I realized a girl, you know, have Skaii.
Okay.
So I'm just add an XI.
Yeah, why not? And it's D.
Yeah,
That's the letter
it's just
D. and Limit. So it's Skaii D Limit. That's really, really an interesting
Yeah, man.
story
Yeah,
as to how the name came about.
Yeah.
Skaii is I'm meeting you for the first time.
Yes.
I'm going to get a chance to hear your music, but I want to thank you for popping by. How can people follow you and so on social media?
So Skaii D Limit, Skaii D Limit on all social media panels. You can follow me on Instagram at Skaii D Limit.
Yeah.
All my music, all my updates will be there. And then of course it's out on all my music is out on all platforms as well. So
Okay,
if you listen to Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, it's all there. So go download, go stream some music, you see me? Yeah.
Support
Skaii
the
D Limit.
females. Support the females.
Yeah, man.
And
At
give us
our
some love.
time now.
Skaii D Limit, ladies and gentlemen. Time for us to welcome Dr. Dennis Howard, who has made some statements recently, subsequent to the victory of Shellz Jo Jo at the Grammys on Sunday night.
Yep.
And he basically says the backlash is that they're getting is kind of a knee-jerk reaction. And according to Dr. Howard, it has little bearing on the harsh realities that dictate the economics of world music. Jamaica no longer has a monopoly on reggae. And so he's not surprised that Shellz Jo Jo actually won in the category of Best Reggae Album. I'm going to get some more of what he thinks about this whole development as we say good morning and welcome to my friend, Dr. Dennis Howard. Hi, Dennis. How are you doing?
Morning, Dr. Howard.
Good, Richie B. How you doing?
Not too bad at all, my brother. Good to have you on the program. Dennis, this Shellz Jo victory or win is causing quite a bit of conversation and hysteria in some places and so on. What is your take on Shellz Jo's victory at the Grammys in the reggae category recently?
Congratulations to Shellz Jo. Period. Done. What else we need to say?
Right.
First and foremost, Jamaicans in Kingston who sit and don't realize that the Grammy Awards has nothing to do with Jamaica, and it has nothing to do with the industry here in Jamaica, needs to understand that first and foremost. It's an American award. Luckily, because of the power of reggae, it got a category many years ago. I think it was 1985 was the first time they did the category. But it's about American music in terms of music released in America during a particular time of the year that qualifies you. You have to submit your songs for consideration for nomination. Then there's a process of breaking it down to the 6 or the 5 that they think that is worthy, and then you got that nomination. It is not automatic. Even when you're nominated, you have to go through what is called campaigning to get the voters to be aware of your music, because in some instances, this will be the first time the voters would be hearing your music. So it's an entire ecosystem that has its processes, and you have to understand it. The bigger record labels understand it, and they know how to work it. So, you want me to tell you about the amount of reggae bands that most Jamaicans don't even know? I can't calculate about too many.
Yeah.
Slightly Stupid, The Dirty Heads, Revolution, Cisco Alda, Iration, you have Manu Chao, you have Meta and the, what's the name again, Cornerstone, Tribal Seed,
Just to
and
name a few.
People.
Yeah.
All of these bands are well-established professional entities that do the summer tours globally. They do merchandise. They have a massive fan base, most of them. And they are, in fact, our Revolution recently did a tour, their own tour. You know who was supporting the tour? Steve Pulse, Kabaka Pyramid, and GraceKennedy.
Yeah.
They opened for Revolution.
Yeah.
We are in a fantasy world when it comes to what is happening globally. Globally. we are misunderstanding what is happening.
Break down what you meant when you made reference to the economics of world music.
All right. Let's look at Soja. Last year, Soja, just from Spotify alone, they streamed 106.5 million streams. They had 7.7 million listeners, and the listeners came from 178 countries.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reality. When Soja, and I'm just talking about Soja to bring on the point.
Yes.
When Soja tours, their own tour, it's primarily sold out, primarily. You're talking about 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 people, depending on where they work. They're performing. Revolution, the same thing. Just go on their Instagram page and you see the kind of crowd that they perform to. Just go on their Instagram page, you will see the concerts, the festivals all over the world, and the tours that they do. Talk about merchandising. Talk about selling actual CDs at these festivals and at these gigs and at all of these shows. They are, as usual, have a good team, and they are professional. Have them road manager, them have the marketing team, and so it's a well-oiled machine. And this never come overnight. They have been at it for a little while, and they started just like everybody else, rhyming and grinding and doing free shows and touring extensively to build their fan base. And so that is the situation with when it comes to the economics of it. We sometimes in Jamaica don't understand that the way we approach the music business, and I blame the media significantly for this, because the media is as ignorant as the music insiders and as the fans, because the media don't do the hard work of understanding that it is not just about the cascas, it is not just about who don't like who, and all of this controversy because people want to sell media, newspapers, what have you. If you're approaching, if the media is supposed to be a servant of the industry and also add value to their own output, we have to do the work and understand that Jamaica is not the globe. We are influential, we are powerful, but we are missing a lot of money. We're missing a lot of coins on the table because we don't understand that in the global context, the cascas and the fourfold things that we do will not work. We have to be professional. We have to understand that show business is very hard. It is not about celebrity and celebrity culture only. It is about hard work and making serious money if you put in the hard work. And therein lies the problem. And we feel we own reggae. Listen, reggae, everybody talk about reggae authentic. We have a lot of what is now reggae. It's coming from blues, it's coming from RnB, it's coming from all kind of different sources. None of our music is exclusively original. So that's ridiculous. Then now, we have done soul music, we have done funk, we have done hip hop, we have adopted the language of hip hop, and then vice versa. Because I basically think I come up with a thing called the creative echo chamber, and it's basically said this is one music. The Afrobeats is coming from the same source, that dancehall is coming from, that samba is coming from, that reggaeton is coming from. It's the one source. So we can't, within that circle or this chamber, start to say, oh, you're stealing from me and you are stealing from me. It's a ridiculous concept and a ridiculous notion.
Well,
it's just like it's just like saying, oh, soca is foreign to Jamaica and calypso is foreign to Jamaica. It is a ridiculous assumption because when we never had ska, when the only thing that we had was mento, we were grooving to calypso music, and calypso stars were coming to Jamaica to entertain us. That is why some of them still here, like Lord Laro, like Lord Creator, like Lord Brenner. All of them used to live in Jamaica, like Lord Kitchener. I have not, in my existence, not have calypso as part of my culture. From Fire in my wire, from William Joe, we have been feeling hot. All of them stuff there. Calypso, Rose, Arrow, and Sparrow are as part of Jamaican culture as anything else. When we got independence, the first song that was written about Jamaican independence was a calypso song by Lord Creator. Sparrow was a special guest of the government when we were celebrating our independence.
Yeah.
So this notion of saying that we are special and our music is our own is ridiculous. Reggae going all over the world long time. We can't stop it.
Well, I mean, Dr. Howard, I mean, I understand, and as a young, first and foremost, mornings again, sir, this is Shellz. I'm a young listener to reggae, so I really appreciate the knowledge and the lessons. But at the same time, when it comes to reggae, sir, it's kind of hard for you. I mean, we give thanks for the works of Bob Marley and all the other artists throughout the years, the pioneers throughout the years, who helped bring the music all over the world. But reggae was one of them genre, the genre where really instilled national pride. So it's kind of difficult for us to just say, we're going to just let it go, as a source. You understand what I'm saying? So, my question to you is, in terms of becoming, the monopoly of reggae, I understand, I completely agree with that statement that we're losing touch, especially as it relates to capitalizing on it as a genre. Is there any way we can get back a hold on that? Making reggae ours financially, because it's okay to say that Jamaica is a source, and I'm not going to let go of that, sir. But I do agree that we're losing touch of it financially.
We tend to forget that we're living in a capitalist, racist society, world, and the power relationships that happen in all other parts of industry and commerce and trade exist within the music industry. We tend to forget that. And so, because we're a small country, we're never going to be earning the kind of money that others will earn. And because they have the infrastructure and because there's a lot of gatekeeping and there's a lot of racism. In America, we are not going to get the kind of exposure in terms of our music that we would love. There's a limit. Or even the urban stations will tell you they will play at least 3 or 4 songs from out of Jamaica during the summer. So what we have done in terms of our impact and our reach, it is amazing. And that must be applauded. But this emotional attachment that we continue to have, while we are not, I just wrote an article in the paper to say that we must develop a music ecosystem. It was done by myself and a colleague from a company called Sound Diplomacy, Shane Shapiro. And we are arguing that if we don't set up a music ecosystem, we will be talking like this all the time. And everybody, when Grammy controversy comes, which is every year, and when other issues come about, we ask about what are we going to do? But we're not doing anything. The industry itself is not doing anything. They are waiting on government. The government must do something, but they don't give a damn. They have other agenda. They have some other. We're building. It's construction boom and luxury apartment boom right now in the country. But we are not putting the same kind of money investment into our music and culture. When others are doing it. So you don't blame other people who we are right now, any genre. America don't own jazz. We do jazz. They recognize jazz as their national treasure. They can't tell us not to do jazz. We do soul music. You get me?
Yeah.
So once our music reach a global market, people are going to adapt it. There are a lot of ska bands, there are a lot of rocksteady bands, there are a lot of reggae bands. What we must do, similar to what Sweden do, is to eke out a niche for ourselves. Sweden are the top producers and engineers and songwriters of global pop music. And they get people to come to Stockholm to record. There's been efforts to do that, but every time we try to do these things, individuals mash it up because of selfishness, because of lack of understanding, and the lack of maturity that we need to scale the thing. So until we develop a proper music system, and what we mean by music system, we formalize training. We teach people how to understand the music business. We have incubators to develop people. We have a good relationship with the music industry and the media to push the music. We have a relationship with the government to put money and support behind the music so that we develop the bands that they can export and they are professional. And we are training people at the University of the West Indies in a program called the Entertainment and Cultural Enterprise Management. People, as you speak, students are learning artist management.
Mm-hmm. Dennis,
the music industry, music business management, public intellectual property administration. We are training them, but what is are they sufficiently being absorbed by the music industry? No. People want them sister, them mother, and them auntie to run them business.
That is unfortunate, and it's a big part of the problem. Dennis, I'm sorry, but we're out of time for this segment. I think we'll have to have you back sometime, bro.
Man.
But I thank you for the thoughts this morning, and we definitely support the call for a proper music system because we need to regain our position in the world of music. Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
No problem, man. Take care.
All right, take care. That was a chat there with Dr. Dennis Howard. He is best described as an ethnomusicologist, and you'd have heard him talk about his job also as a lecturer of entertainment and cultural enterprise management at the University of the West Indies, doing a fine job up there as well. There's a lot more to speak about on this issue, and we will in due course. You hear that Britney Spears is about to actually write her memoir, and she has been given a hefty deposit by a publisher, Simon and Schuster, for her book that she's currently working on. She says it's turning out to be quite a lot of fun, and she has already pocketed some $15 million. That is just as a deposit. Of course, you know, she was involved in a 13-year conservatorship arrangement. Her daddy was involved and in charge of all of her money. And eventually she was freed of that burden a few months ago. Now she's writing a book and has already pocketed $15 million as a deposit. Big things happening there. Yeah.
That's a deposit.
Wow. Just a deposit.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, you know, there's the thing about Britney Spears, you know, still. We know she's been through a lot. But a lot of us don't even know the true story, so I can't wait to see, you know, what they'll come up with, to be honest.
Definitely. I'm definitely interested in that, you know. No, from my time, you know, from being a teenager, that's how much Britney Spears' music, and it's pretty sad to see how her family took advantage of her, you know. So.
That's why I want to know more. Well, speaking of family taking advantage, I don't know if that's a good segue, but may I big up my artist right now. Kanye, my brother. So Kanye West, you know, is pulling the plug on his Coachella performance because Travis Scott, his good friend, is missing from the lineup. So him just say, you know what? Nah, do it, you know. So Kanye West will not be performing at the upcoming Coachella staging. The cancellation comes weeks after he threatened to pull a no-show if artist Billie Eilish, a favorite of mine, did not apologize to his friend Travis Scott. According to TMZ, representatives for Kanye confirmed that he wouldn't be attending the festival. West had previously said he wanted to bring out Scott to perform during his own set. Scott was previously dropped by Coachella after his Astro World Festival. We all know that tragic incident, which left a dozen people dead and hundreds injured. Now, even his offer to perform for free was rejected by Coachella. And Kanye's beef with Eilish came about after he claimed that she shaded, drop a little shade at Travis Scott at one of her concerts, where she stopped the event and called for one of her fans to receive help after they appeared in distress at the event. And this is what she said. She said, I wait for people to be okay before I keep going. And it's alleged that Travis Scott just went on with his show while people were being injured. And of course, Kanye being Kanye, thinking people shading his friends, I go jump to the defense of his friend Travis Scott and him say, yo, look, Billy, stop going like you never try style, my friend. Because she's saying that she didn't. She was legit just making a point. I'm not going to go on, but Kanye never saw it that way and say, oh, look, apologize or I'm not going to be a Coachella. And it's a tough choice. I think Billy, Kanye at this point, I think they're going to go.
They're gonna go with
Billy.
She's a white young girl, pop music, have a whole lot of fans.
I think she's on the running. What they call it? EGOT.
Yeah,
she's on the running for winning all of those awards. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer. But it's sad that Travis is still in the midst of all of this, especially with Astroworld still coming up. I'm knowing he and his team trying to make amends certain way, but people just not gonna forgive. And Kanye, I think, as his friend, you know what Kanye is doing, but he can be doing a lot more harm if him keep pushing.
I don't think so. No, I think it's nice to see. As much as we think Kanye is this, can be a bit crazy. I think it's important to have support from other musicians. And she did shade.
Oh, you think it was a shade?
It was a shade because she didn't have to say that. It was a shade. But she's young. It is what it is. And I always say that for a black man or a black woman, the consequences is always stronger, and we can't pretend all we want.
That is true.
But when a black artist make any sort of mistake, the consequences is stronger. They lose more than when a white artists do it. So
can I tell you about a black Jamaican artist and what he did recently?
Oh God!
Oh God!
Then also the same brethren who was recently in an audience took the microphone and confronted Boom Boom on the types of songs that he was playing, even of those that were not in the audience supporting the bar or whatever. He turned up at another event. Beenie Man step into another event. Walked up to Rooksy, very popular selector, and he said, "Rooksy, I can tell you something. Everybody love dance, but I know everybody can dance. Me come here, sir. I want to hear some tune and I can relax myself and I dance. Me come for dance. Play a certain type of music, brother. Me can tell you something, Rooksy.
What?
You need to play some more music where people can just kick back and enjoy. Everybody love dance, but I know everybody can dance."
He's gonna have to stay home.
I think Bean is on to he's doing a bit of a campaign to make sure that certain kinds of music.
Gonna save dancehall.
I don't know.
I would have understood if it was like if they play violent lyrics,
right?
And the man come to the art DJ and say, "Yo, DJ." Because Beanie, if you look on Beanie sets, the man that dance half of the time.
Exactly.
Rooks responded by saying, "Beanie, you might not know these artists. Many of them are young artists, but they're definitely making a name for themselves, and we have to support these young artists."
Yes.
So he won over the crowd there, it seems, with that comment.
So everybody in the crowd was.
Yeah, it was at an event. It was at an event.
Oh, I thought they were talking like off mic.
No, man. Didn't take the mic and go up and say, "Rooks, I say, yo, balance up the thing."
Wow.
And he turned to the audience. He says, "We agree." Wow. Well, I don't know. Maybe you can get away with that if you're a king of the dance.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of dancehall. I know everybody at dance, but the point of dancehall, everybody at the dance enjoy themselves whether they can dance or not.
Right.
Yeah,
So well, I tell you, we had a good morning this morning.
Yeah.
Foreplay still stands out in my mind. But we also had good lively conversations with a number of guests. The last we had was, of course, Dr. Dennis Howard. But before that, we also enjoyed the company of Skaii D Limit.
Yes, we did.
And we really enjoyed our Canadian connection today. A lot of discussion, especially on the Shellz Jo Jo victory in the Grammys. And our Secret Sound game, no winner. We remind you that tomorrow it will be back at 7:30. Keith Wellington was our first guest as we looked at the Boys and Girls Athletics Championships. I want to thank all of you for your involvement this morning and your contribution, and our technical team, and of course, most of all, to our listeners far and wide. Thank you for making it happen as you did.